Hello everybody, welcome back to my part 2 for tonight. And my second deck, Gundam deck list, TCG starter decks, will be Blue-Green, Gundam Wing, and Tall Geese. This was the deck that I was talking about where I'm a little about it. It's a little rocky, it's a little rough, but I'm bound to make this work because my first mistake was not buying the Seed starter deck first. My first mistake was buying Gundam Wing first. But you know what? We're gonna make this deck good, hopefully, one day when the booster boxes come out. I think next week, I believe. But again, I found this kind of TCG deck list on the Gundam website, kind of to give you an idea kind of how the deck is built. And, you know, if you're new to the game, tell you what the cards do and how they work. So, without further ado, let's talk about the big man himself. And, of course, 4 copies of Wing Gundam. Wing Gundam Breach 5, as we explained in the last video, if he destroys a target, then Breach 5 activates, and pretty much he destroys a base on the first hit. Now, I'll get to the pilot here in a second, but Wing Gundam is a very strong character. And it also says this unit may choose an active enemy unit, that is level 4 or lower as its attack target. So it attacks a little lower creatures, but it's still a really big powerhouse. Number 2 is we got Big Boy Tall Geese himself, also a copy of 4 of. Tall Geese is very strong, very expensive, but very strong. Activate main, once per turn, pay 4, set this unit as active. So you can pretty much attack with Tall Geese twice. And to have a 4/4 plus the commander on top of that, it's very difficult to get to. Because of course, if you're running if you're running your 5 extra EX resources, which I am not, I only got 2, you can really do some damage with Tall Geese if you have 4 extra resources your next turn. You play them, you pass, next turn you got 4 active. This is a Tall Geese turn. You can burn your EX resource for your pilot, and you can go to town, dude. Tall Geese is pretty strong, but expensive. Third, is Wing Gundam Bird Mode. Deploy 1 EX resource, and this is what I'm talking about, dude. This is what I'm talking about, trying to get this deck better than what it currently is right now. If you can play Wing Gundam multiple times, you get multiple EX resources. You can get up to 5. If you're going first, you'd have to wait till turn 3. If you play them, you get EX resource. You're going second, your third turn, no, not your third turn, your 4th turn, tap 3, play Wing. Now you're at 2 EX resources because you played Wing, plus more if you're able to get it off. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about with Tall Geese. If you get that extra EX resource, no, it's a really huge thing. And I wish this deck was better than it was. A little top heavy. And again, Wing's a 3/3. My issue is that it's a 2/2. Only my issue. Next card. Oh no. Where'd they go? Oh, there it is. All right, the next card is going to be the pilots. I got mixed up a little bit. First, the 4 of Hero Yui. And this is what I'm talking about. Yui is a 2/1. You can add on to Wing, which would make him a 6/6. But Hero's ability, during Link, this unit gets plus AP +1 and HP +1. So it makes it a 7/7. It's going into something immensely. And it's doing breach 5. That's all I can say about Wing, is pretty much the 7/7 hit. But then you got to remember, it's going to be 1/7/7, and then if he lives, he's living on like one or two, pretty much. But Yui, with that and Wing Gundam, to give Wing Gundam really a 4/3 boost, it's pretty good. I like it. It's just a little rough, is all I can say. Next pilot is Zex Marquise. And he attaches to Tallgeese, and he's also a 2/1 to make Tallgeese a 6/5. Which is very, very painful to deal with. But look, he's level 5 cost. So he costs just as much as Tallgeese. Yui is a 4 cost, which you'll see a lot of pretty much pilots are level 4s. But Marquise being a level 5, just a little bit more expensive. And you're pretty much getting your mech out around that same time as well. It's a little expensive in my opinion, but still a very strong card. And I didn't mention Marquise's ability yet. During your turn, when this unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, draw a card. Boom. Restand. Laugh, man. It's a great it's a great thing if you can pop that thing off. Next cards that invaded my hero segment would be Gundam Heavy Arms. During your turn, when the unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, deal 1 damage to all enemy units that is level 3 or lower. That's pretty strong. It's pretty strong, but it's also pretty weak at the same time because of the 1 damage. And it's very expensive. Level 5, 3 cost. So you're playing Gundam Wing before you're playing even this or you're playing this. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time you get to 5 or 6, you're wanting to play Wing Gundam. Because you played EX, you played Wing, you got some EX resources. You'd rather drop the Wing Gundam down instead of dropping Tallgeese or Gundam Heavy Arms. A little expensive, but still a pretty good card. And I'm not, again, a little mad about it, but we're going to make it work. His pilot, also the command card, Simultaneous Fire. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. Main, choose one of your units. It gains 3 breach 3 during this turn. Troll Barton, it attaches to the Gundam Heavy Arms to make it a 4/5. Strong. The breach is always good. The main effect, so you can always get it to even attach to one of these guys when you get it out. I think the only thing you'd want to do if you're going to play Heavy Arms is to get him out, but I think you'd want one of these guys out with it before you play him. Now, we're getting in to the cheaper side of the deck. We pretty much talked about all the big guys. Now we're getting to the small guys. Maganak. He's your cheap guy. 2/2. Level 2 cost 2. 3/2. Big boy, just like Striker Dagger and the Seed deck. But he doesn't really same thing as Striker Dagger in the scene of just a vanilla. And you love to have it, especially. The next is a 4 of Ares. He's the 2/1 blocker. He's the bigger blocker of the two. But it's kind of what you need, especially when you get into that early game. Maganak, Ares, and the last one, Tragos. Just your 1/1. Your 1/1 blocker. You're going to need it. Early game, you're going to need the blockers. You're going to need to protect yourself to get to that late game. Bet you wish Ares was a little stronger. Next is your command card. Siege play, burst, activate the main. Choose one enemy unit with 5 or less power rested. You can also do this as an action. So if you have this card in your hand, or if somebody hits you and you get it off life and they have a creature of 5 or lower on the field and they haven't swung yet, you can tap it, save yourself. It's a really good card. You know, it's a really good card. You definitely need 4 of. St. Gabriel Institute is going to be one of the 2 bases. You get to add your shield, of course, with every base. And then you get to look at the top 2 of your life. So, boom, your top 2, whatever this is, you can put 1 on the bottom, and then you can add 1 to the top. So it's really useful for cycling. And One Piece is kind of that way, but this is interesting. This is kind of like a magic, like a scry, kind of. That's how I see it. And then your last base will be the Corsica base. So deploy, add 1 of your shields to your hand. Then, if this is your turn, deploy 1 Tallgeese. So, if this is the first time you ever play it, move this out of the way. You get to play Tallgeese. Tallgeese is a nice 4/2, a token that can really help you, especially in the when you're hitting that mid game and you're getting closer to wing into the Tallgeese. Having this token here is huge for you. Now, if you have already used a Corsica base, they blow it up, they put it in trash. Say you get another one coming off base. If you have a Corsica base in your trash, then you would play 2 Leo tokens. Just smaller, 1/1s, they're not blockers. So you're kind of just swinging at their life with them, and then they're dying the next turn. Which, job well done, tokens. Job well done. So yeah, that's it. This is the Wing Gundam blue-green deck with Tallgeese. Hope you guys appreciate it. I appreciate you for watching, learning with me, understanding how the cards work and how, things can get better, things can get worse. That's all part of the cards, man. That's how I see it. So I appreciate you. Thank you for everything. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.